Welcome, everyone, to the Real Whovians cast. I am your host, Matrix Lord 212, and I'm with Scott. What's up, Scott?
Hello.
What's up, Chris?
What's up, guys?
All right, I loved it. I freaking loved it, and I'm surprised.
What about the end with the cameo?
That was amazing, Alpha Centauri. And Missy was even better because he was like, I don't know. She's like, what's the matter? What's the matter? Like, he's all weird.
Yeah.
You know? So, let me just affect my brightness just a little bit. Okay, here we go.
You look good. I mean, I saw nothing wrong with your...
Okay, so yeah, I freaking loved it. Man. You know what? I'm surprised because it's like, I loved Robot of Sherwood a lot. Remember? Sleep no more. But you notice the line? Sleep no more, Ice Warriors, like whatever.
Yeah.
I gotta tell you, this is top for me. This is top. I mean, I don't have a problem with this episode.
I'm sorry. I know I generally go like a 6 and below or 7 below.
No, man.
This is definitely like an 8 or a 7.
This is an 8.5 for me.
Yeah.
I'm pretty happy with this. What about you, Chris?
Oh boy.
Oh no.
What you didn't like?
No.
I'm on the fence with this one. I definitely think this was better than the last 3. Well, not better than Extremis. I didn't think this was better than Extremis.
I'll give you that.
I still think Extremis was better. This was better than the last 2 by far. I got to tell you though, the first half hour of this was very dull.
Really?
It was very, very boring.
I found it enjoyable. Okay.
Nah, I didn't. I'll tell you what. I started really getting into it after the Ice Queen woke up.
Wow.
You know, when she woke up, I was like, oh, all right, this is pretty cool. I really like, that they didn't do a whole CGI Ice Warrior like they did in Cold War.
Yeah.
These looked really good. But I got to tell you though, the first half hour, 35 minutes, was very dull.
Wow.
These characters too. The only ones that I cared about were the villain. The one guy that kept trying to take command and eventually did. I liked him. I liked his performance. And I liked I think he was a colonel that the guy that was hanged but he didn't die. Right. I liked him. Everybody else, other than Peter Capaldi and Bill Pearl Mackie were fine. Nardole again. I'm so glad he wasn't in the episode that much because get him out of there.
They said, from what I've read, is that this was like one of the first, if not the first, and one of the first 3 they actually filmed, and that's why Nardole wasn't in it as much.
Other than that, the last half of the episode I think was pretty good. The Ice Warrior pretending to be a slave was, I thought that was kind of stupid.
I thought you said that.
No, I mean, I understand why he did it, but like, I don't know. I don't understand why he would just be okay with that. Like, you're cleaning up his plates, their plates. Yeah. Like, give me a break.
Okay. No, finish, Chris. I don't want to interrupt.
No. And then, again, the TARDIS acting up. I'm fine with not getting an explanation in this episode.
I thought this is HADS at first. When I saw that, I was thinking, okay, for whatever reason, HADS is kicking in, the Hostile Action Displacement System.
Yeah, like it's something to do with the last episode.
Well, this is the
pyramid at the end of the world episode. Somebody's controlling the TARDIS. Yeah.
Yeah, this is the second time that it started to malfunction. So
somebody's controlling it, or it's doing something connected.
I hope we get an explanation for that, but I'm fine with not getting one in this episode. But I got to tell you, I mean, they had a pretty big cast of human characters, and I just didn't care about any of them. So when they were dying, I was just like, I don't care. The Ice Warriors could kill them all. Now, my thing was this, right? They said one of the things going into this episode that I looked forward to was, the humans are the invaders.
Right.
The Doctor has to make a choice. He didn't have to make a choice.
Right.
He didn't. He got put in the brig.
Moffat tends to do stupid things like Nardole's got a secret mission. What is it? It was bull crap. They just throwing fake stuff out there. But I got to tell you, I had a different. I don't know what the hell it was. As soon as I watched it with the NASA thing,
That's what
I'm like,
threw,
the first thing I
that's what
said.
threw me
Let
first.
me just say what I have to say about the episode. First thing I said was, "Wow, I guess the Truth Month thing never really happened because they got that office in NASA set up pretty well, pretty fast.
Yeah,
And the
right.
way they're acting, it's like it never happened. So could it be possible that it was a simulation that it never really happened? Because wouldn't like all these offices be closed and everything, and
No,
now they're just business as usual? But
no, because nobody remembers it, so they're
well,
going on with their
well,
lives
whatever. So
like it didn't happen.
I mean, Bill's new hairstyle, that was pretty cool.
Uh-huh.
Everybody was positive, which after coming off that episode, you would think that there's still leftover traits of, wow, we went through this crazy thing. But okay, I'll put that aside. For me, it was fun because it was like a Doctor Who adventure of old where they're throwing themselves at the winds, they're going to another planet. There is a weird, twisted thing where Victorian age soldiers from old time period
Somehow
stumbled upon the past of Mars. I got it totally that the guy was acting as their servant because, like he said, he's old, so he must have, like, even though the Ice Warriors probably have a lot longer lifespan than humans, he was probably around for a while, like years of woken up.
Well, he said it was like around 5,000 years.
No, they were sleeping for 5,000.
Yeah, they were sleeping for.
But he was awake for probably not 5,000 years, but he was probably awake for a while. And like you said, he's getting tired, he's getting old, he needs people to move stuff for him. So he acted like their servants. They do the drill so he could free his queen. And I totally got that 100%. He lowered himself, but that's the problem. When he lowered himself, he's a warrior. Now he's lowering himself to their standards. Like that, she right away is like, we don't do that. But she didn't really understand it.
It was a manipulation.
But she didn't go against him. She didn't execute him, or she whatever. And he kind of got soft where, oh, maybe I like these humans too. Like even though I'm going to pull a gun on them, I mean, they were nice.
But he was only pulling it on the ones that was
correct.
Them. He was following that rule based on Cold War. You attack one, you attack all.
I liked all the characters. I didn't have a problem with any of the characters. I like that the guy tried to, the little underhandedness, trying to steal the gems and everything. Yeah. I thought
I had a feeling there was something up about that, and until they revealed the whole thing about being hung, I thought.
Yeah, I knew that Narda wasn't going to be a part of this. I mean, something was going to happen. The moment he went in the TARDIS, I'm like, something's going to happen with the TARDIS. Now, again, why he would free Missy? I mean, I guess he. That was the only way to get to the Doctor.
He said that she was the only one who could understand why he couldn't get back.
She probably controlled the TARDIS to do that in the first place, so she could get out of the vault. She probably did something that, like, when she was probably part of all of that somehow. Okay, that's what I think, because there's no other reason why that would happen. Where it would all be perfectly set up for her to get out of the vault. And
well, I have a big problem.
Yeah.
I have a big problem with that storyline. Not necessarily with Missy screwing with the TARDIS or anything, because I think you're right. I think I think she is behind it somehow. My thing is this: Nardole, for the first few episodes of this series, was scolding the Doctor for leaving the Earth and, oh, what if our friend gets out of the vault and this, that, and the other thing. So he lets her out of the vault?
I guess he lets her vault because he feels that there's bigger evils.
I know,
and maybe like if he's listening to the Doctor that she's turned a new leaf. Maybe it's easier to trust her.
I don't buy it, because those first few episodes, even when the Doctor said in Lie of the Land, like, we're gonna let her out, he was like, oh, it's come to that.
Oh. But you know what? It's been 6 months that she's been, it's been weird. So I mean,
well, they didn't even let her out of the vault then. Like, she was still in the vault. So I mean, I got to tell you, I don't buy that. I don't think that was the right way to go with that. Nardole.
No, I don't agree. I agree too. I don't think Nardole should have did that, but I have a feeling it's all. I'm hoping. Again, it's all going to tie together.
She manipulated Nardole into taking her.
Yeah.
It would have been better if when he got back, he was like, oh, I'm going to go ask her, how to get back there, and then when he got there, she was already out. Like, she escaped. and then he was like, "Oh no," and then she's like, "Oh no, I can help you. Whatever. Somehow,
Or maybe
some way."
the TARDIS just brought him back to the vault because she was going to break out, and because the TARDIS knows about the mission too, or whatever.
It's possible. The thing is, though,
yeah.
they have to explain this, because if they don't explain this,
Yeah,
that is a plot hole. I'm sorry.
I agree.
At least Gaddis wrote this and not Moffat. So
Mark Gatiss, I got to tell you, I'm not dropping the rating. It's 8.5. I'm going to keep with it. I really, regardless of this other stuff, I really enjoyed the episode. I love the Ice Warriors. I'm sorry, and I don't know if it's the kid in me that got to see them again. I mean, I didn't like the Cold War when he did it. I hated it. I actually hated it, just like I hated Sleep No More. So Gatiss is like, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. So for me, this was a great high to go out on. It was interesting. It was different. They kept saying British Army for the Queen, and I thought it was really interesting. I thought, if they would have had it in the future, it would have been a little mess.
It wouldn't have worked.
These people didn't have to answer to anybody because they're in the future now, or whatever in the past, or whatever the hell it is. I mean, to me, it seemed right, and it was a great follow episode to that nonsense that we had. I mean, yes, I liked Light of Land better than the other ones, but nobody liked the resolution to it. So, again, another episode I liked, and I'm going to leave it at that. Now, what did you think of it, Scott? I didn't get your thoughts.
I posted to Facebook. I said I loved it. I loved it. I was sort of thrown at first when I saw the fact that it was taking place in NASA, modern day. What?
Yeah, I didn't know what the hell that was.
What's going on with this? And then when they started doing the whole imagery and saw the whole thing about God bless the Queen,
yeah,
I thought, no, okay, now I can see where they're going with this. Because at first I thought when they introduced that laser weapon, that's what they were going to use. Was going to use that to carve somehow.
What did you rate it?
I'm doing it a 7. I got to say it's about a 7.5. I'm going to say 7.5.
Okay.
And what I love the most is at the end when you hear that voice, when you hear
I love that
classic voice. From Curse and Monster of Peladon. I'm going, yeah, thank you.
That was nice.
Finally,
That was nice.
Alpha Centauri, one of the original monsters from the Whovians series. I was thinking, thank you, somebody heard my prayers. Because I was thinking, when they were doing that, I was thinking, okay, I want to see. I was really thinking, watch Alpha Centauri be the one to answer.
That was great.
I like that. And then finally, when the static cleared, and you saw that,
I love that.
It's like, oh,
thank God.
You.
Yeah, that was the best way to do it. Because if you did it like where she actually appeared, then it would have been like, oh, how could you do it looking funny, But on the camera, he did it right. And the Missy thing was just amazing. I mean, I want to go back and watch that.
The Missy thing sort of surprised me. I'm thinking, okay, what's going on here?
Yeah.
How that one colonel redeemed himself
that was fantastic.
I like that. And the Empress pretty much said, no, I'm not going to kill you now.
Yeah.
You're going to redeem yourself actually in battle. I thought, yes, give a man his honor back by fighting in – because everybody – I mean, come on. Every soldier has their day where where they're
afraid or whatever.
And they can't help but run. But by allowing the Empress allow him to gain his honor back that way.
Yes.
And the fact that he shot that one douchebag, I thought.
Yeah. I want to end this fast. I hope you guys. Do you have anything to say, Chris? Anything else?
If you're gonna,
we could do another real Whovians. You want to do this one? Okay,
if you're gonna ask me my rating, I mean,
Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
No. I'm sorry. Yeah.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I would go 6 out of 10. I gotta say, this is definitely one of the better episodes of this season. And I'm glad that they got off Earth. They went to Mars, which I think is fine. You don't have to go very far away, but getting off the Earth is definitely a plus.
Thank you.
I just think it could have been done a little bit better. Maybe spruce up the first half hour or so. But
right.
I mean, it definitely wasn't bad. and I think that this is one of the better episodes. Unfortunately, though, it's like this is episode 9.
Yeah, I know.
Like, I mean,
It's
there's 3
late.
left. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, ugh.
And before we go, because we'll probably come back with another bit of Whovians, I want to get it off my chest about Wonder Woman with the Everything show. So I am going to say that the Doctor has been chosen according to Russell T. Davis. He knows who it is. So there's no more mystery. Well, it is a mystery. Who is it? But Russell T. Davis knows. So, I mean, of course he's going to know, of course, besides Moffat. Moffat's going to tell him, okay. So I'm glad that finally we know that someone is chosen. So we'll be talking more about that. Again, I'm very excited about Wonder Woman, so I want to get off here. We can come back to this later on. Take care. Bye for now.